Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live. Alrighty, let's jump right on into these charts. Yesterday, the Forex market opened on Sunday. It was lit, everything was pushing. Alrighty, so just gonna dive right on in. Let's see, I marked this GU chart up last week. This is a trade that's continuing from last week. It looks like we are pushing to our TP2. And let's go and let's check the news. Looks like GBP governor speaks at 12 o'clock. Nothing too major today. I'm gonna leave that as is. Let's see, I'm looking for my news outlet. Here we go. Pound sterling live is where I get everything GBP related. Let's see what we can find out about the governor speaking today. All right, let's see what they said about the pound dollar. Pound to dollar week ahead forecast rebound could extend to 1.2662. Let's see, where is that at the chart? 2662. And see, I have it going a little bit higher. Let's see. 0.2662. Let's just take a horizontal line. The easiest way to do this, just drop it on there, double click, and put the coordinates in. Okay. So the article's saying that it's going to come here to my pink line. I got it going a little higher to the fib extension, so that would be great. Unfortunately, I did not hold this trade over the weekend, but I did hop back in it. I got back in at 25296, and I'm up 30 pips, so I can mark where I got back in at. I'm gonna mark that in as with Ray. And again, the easiest way, just plop it on there, double click, enter my coordinates, 25296, 25296. That's re-entry right there. Just put another position tool right here. That'll be 175 pips. And my stop loss is at the low for 83 pips. And this is still a 1 to 2 trade. The original trade risk to reward is 10.9, which is about a 1 to 10. Trades that are beautiful. So let's see if I can go over how I marked my chart up. It's so much. Let's see. We can hide some of this. I want to hide everything. I marked up my charts yesterday. Well, this one is marked up from last week. So yeah, this is what we have and how I got my TP. So right now we're on this current fib level. This is our point A. This is our point B. And we wanted to reach here, which would be our point C, 360 pips. That's what we have for GU today. All right. So let's see what our dollar is doing. Oh. All right, so I can clear this one. We can mark this one up. All right, so I always start my analysis from top down. I do keep my same chart for a week, and then I clear my chart every week just because it's always a lot on there. All right, so I'm gonna take my ray tool, find my most recent support and resistance zones. This is from November the 20th. You can see the date down at the bottom. It's along this bar. And I'm gonna mark right here that last low at the wick. And I'm actually not gonna use the ray. Delete, delete, delete. I'm gonna use this trend line. I actually use a trend line for everything. All right, here we go. And I'm just gonna come up here. I have all my trend lines color coded. We're gonna go to monthly. And as you can see, this high was from March the 20th, and then the most recent from April the 1st. So I'm actually gonna mark this one from March the 20th. And I'm gonna mark this from April the 1st. Just because that's still a significant distance in between. So yeah. All Alrighty. I don't see a current trend line that I want to mark. So we're gonna go down to our weekly. I'm gonna mark this zone right here. Right here. I like to mark the main area that was touched at least 2 to 3 times. We got 1 touch here, got 2 and 3. So on the weekly, it looked like it broke, retest, and dropped. That's a nice drop right there. And then it came back through, broke, retested. So this is where we are right now. Look at that. That's looking nice. The dollar. So it's looking like we might expect the dollar to keep selling, but at least for today. Let's go down to the daily. I still want to bring it in some more. This is what we currently have. Well, I'm going to go back to weekly real quick because I did not check to see if I had a trend line. On the weekly, I could mark this as a trend line. Let me see. Yep. And I need to change this color of this line. There we go. All right, so right now these are monthly support resistance zones. The black, purple, weekly. And let me see. We got 2 touches. So I'll mark this as my trend line. Go in a little closer, just make sure everything. There we go. And we can clearly see we saw a double bottom right here. I am not like a monthly swing trader, but to imagine somebody held this. This is, ooh, look at that. 378 days. That's actually over a year. Somebody's out there swinging it. All right, let's go down to the daily. What we got here? How far back do I want to go? I am just gonna mark here. Don't want to do here or here. This is February 22, November. I'm gonna go with February's most recent. I'm gonna go with this zone right here. Like that. I'm gonna change the daily. My colors might seem a little odd. It's the colors I like. I don't like it to be too much because once I finish, it's gonna look like a whole bunch of lines. But I'm gonna mark this one right here. And I'm gonna bring it down to there. So we got right now. Yeah, we got several touches right here. And I like to draw mine on the wick, especially if we get perfect touches. If I don't, then I'll bring it up to the body. So it just depends. Like this one right here. So that was definitely some consolidation right there. Let's see how long it consolidated for. 25 days. Ooh. Okay. now, let me see. I'm trying to see if I want to mark May the 3rd. This right here is a daily zone. So I have to come over here to the left just to see what's in this area. I'm going to mark it from here for now, and we will see what happens to see what I need to add later on in the week. But yeah, that was some more consolidation, but we're not even going to worry about this because this was all the way April the 20th. I'm going to come back over here to present day. This is what we got so far on our daily. Let me make sure this is the correct color for daily. Yes. All right, let's come back to more recent. And I see a trend line here on the 4-hour. We got at least 2 touches. Touch, drop, touch, drop. That quite didn't make the touch. Now when I come down on the 4-hour, I do believe I do want to mark this as a zone. Even though it currently only be 1 touch. And I'll mark this up here too. That's 3 touches right there. I'm gonna do there. I'll mark it right here. Let's change the 4-hour color. Bring it out a little more. This is another reason why I don't always, because I bring my lines out. You see the date down there says June 10th. Who knows? Who knows? Alrighty. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna mark it. I wanna see how it reacts. So for now, this is what we have. We can see some clear break and retest on these zones. I'm gonna go down to the 1-hour. Let's see what we got on the 1-hour. Look at that. Double top. There and there. Let's see. What we got? What we got? We got a double top. One here, one there. Price fell, broke through the zone, came back up, retested, another double top, dropped. So let's see. I'm actually going to mark it here on this 1 hour. Right here, because we do have, I had a touch here from April 22nd. It stalled a little bit. So let's see. It stalled, then it came back, retouched. So I'm going to mark this as a zone. We're going to see how it reacts. See how price reacts. Change this color to my hourly. Let's see. So right now, price is definitely moving towards this zone. So right now we can definitely see that we are on a downtrend. I can put a fib on here because I definitely have a point A and a point B right here. So I'm gonna take the top of my fib from the A, the B goes to the 0 on the fib. So point A and B, C, D. All right. So right now I could expect for the dollar to drop to 102.111 because it's already past our negative 27, which would stay in alignment with GBP USD buying because the dollar is selling. I do trade USD pairs just because they correlate with the dollar. So this would be my markup for the week. Once it gets to the negative 618, I have a zone right here. I'm gonna mark this. I wanna mark it here or here, let me see. I'm gonna mark it below. And then we'll see what happens when it gets there, where it reacts, whether it reacts here or here. And ignore that noise. If you heard it, that was my cat. They know that somebody's up. They see this light on, and they think every time somebody is up, they're supposed to eat. Which I'm pretty sure they probably already have food in their bowls. But they're going to eat at their normal time. Their breakfast time is 6 o'clock. It's 3:30 in the morning. All right. So we can either expect it to reverse right here at the 628 or continue to drop to right here to this other zone. So this is what we have. I'm watching out for the dollar. It's beautifully, beautifully, beautifully marked. If I do say so myself. All right, let's go back to our GU position. What's going on? Price is perfectly moving on up to TP2. We like to see those TPs hit. All right, next we got USD, JPY. I marked up this consolidation in this trend line last night. I'm gonna actually clear this so I can mark up a full chart. I'm gonna do the same thing with our top down, go to the monthly. We'll mark the low and the high on my monthly. So this low is from March 20th, not March 20th, March 2nd, 2020. And I'm gonna go with this one, January 1st, 2021. Change my color. And I'm actually going to mark, I'm gonna mark this right here. I'm gonna do this high. And I'm also gonna mark this zone up right here from 2015. Should I mark it? Because price just shot up there. It hasn't been this high since 2015. I feel like it's gonna come back down, retest this area. I think it's an important area. Look, you see how price just shot because of everything that's going on, huh? It's crazy how there's a war going on with Russia and Ukraine, and it is affecting us. These gas prices, y'all, I'm over it. I'm over it completely. So that's all I see on the monthly. Let's go down to the weekly. What we got? I am gonna mark right here on the weekly. See, touch this line a couple of times. A lot of consolidation right there. I'm gonna mark it down here too. Do I have a weekly trend line? Don't want to put it there or there. I'm gonna put it here. And just like I said with the candlesticks and the wicks, it wicked below, but it closed above. And then we got a couple more touches. Even though I did put this at the bottom of this wick, it just depends on how you want to do it. I like this. So I'm gonna keep that there. Yeah, and definitely see this come back down. Retesting here, retesting here. So we got for weekly, daily, 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 daily. I am gonna mark right here. Price is turned around right here. It rejected some and it's stuttering right now in this area. So let's see what price does. You got anything else I want to mark for the daily? I'm gonna leave that. Let's come down. Present day. Price right now is currently a my 200 moving average and this daily support resistance zone. I'm gonna bring this over some just so we can see how price broke through, came down, retested, came up here to this monthly zone, fell a little bit, retested, and dropped. Came back down to my daily. So right now we can, we're gonna look for either a break and retest and a drop, or is this a hit retest? I'm gonna look for an engulfing candle to let me know if we're gonna go higher. But with this being my base pair is the dollar, quote pair is the JPY. We already established that this dollar is coming down a little bit more. So I want this to fall. I'm not sure if it's gonna fall here. Let's see how many pips is this zone. Yeah, it's quite a few pips. 309 pips. Let's see. Let's go down to the early, see if we can find somewhere it went stagnant at. Yep, right here. Let's change this. And here. All right, we got a couple more zones up in there. There we go. 75 pips on that one. 100 pips on that one. I see a trend line on this hourly. It's current fib A to B. All right, so we could see it fall 1 to 125.240. The negative 27 is TP1, so it could fall here. Let's see if it's gonna come up and retest and fall some more. So right now it is just a waiting game. I'm trying to see if I want to do 2 trend lines, because I see another right here. I'm gonna do 2 trend lines, and we just watch to see how it's respected, see if it's valid or not. It's a lot of rejection right there. All right, so I can put my consolidation back. I'm doing mine from the top of these candles right here instead of the top of the wicks, because all of that was fake breakouts, right? And I'm gonna do it to the bottom of this wick. I'm gonna pull it over. And as we can see, we're still in this consolidation range. Now I did come back up and hit this trend line that I made. Let's see if we can get it to drop. Let's see. Okay. So I would like to see it come out of these two trend lines right here before I would get in it for either a sell or a buy. So I'll wait for a break and retest on either side. So that's what we got for UJ. But would have been here or here or back up here where it came up and just about it tested the 200 and fell almost to that 618. So if you got in over here on the 17th and still holding this, be at 270 pips in 5 days. So we do want to at least see it come down to this negative 27. It'll be 333. And if it still pushes, we know it's going to come down to this 618. So I would like to see it. So I really wouldn't get in until it break and retest this pink line because it could reverse my hourly zone. Oops, let's send that back. And that's still a significant amount of pips though. If I get in somewhere around here, take it to 618, 163 pips. But it is a waiting game, so we're just waiting. I'm just gonna let y'all know GU is my baby. I've been trading GU for about 5 months consecutively. I have only been trading for a year and 5 months, so I am very much so new. This is a novice channel. This is not a pro channel. Alrighty. So I marked up this. I didn't do a full markup, and I just threw this on here just to see what happened. It's up 52 pips. I'm gonna clear this and we're gonna do a full top-down analysis on EU. EU is not my favorite pair because I don't know, choppy as you should say, but I mean look at this clearly, it's beautiful. I don't think this trend line is relevant, but I'm gonna see. No, I'm not gonna keep that. All right, let's go to our most recent low. The euro has dropped down to December 2016 lows. Woo. Let's see, is that even? Looks like it. I like to make sure my lines are as even as I can get them. Monthly. We got May 21st, May 2021 highs. That's straight drop since May of last year. Wow. gonna mark right here for my weekly. And here. All right, I'm gonna mark this trend line on the daily. Trying to see where I want to mark it. I'm gonna mark it right here. So we got 1, 2, 3. Let's see how it broke out, and it somewhat came and retested. It started right here. 4, 5 touches. I like that one right there. And we'll mark us down right here. And our most recent. So right now we are at a daily zone. I'm gonna do it at the top of this candle. Yep. And it looks like it's been stuttering right here for the past 2 days. Let's go down and see what's going on the 4-hour. Hi, Triple D, how are you? I am just marking up all the pairs that I didn't get yesterday. And we're just waiting to see what's happening right now. I'm currently in GU. I'm up, well, I was up 30 pips. This position, I got in this position last week, but I closed it at TP1 because I don't like holding trades over Friday. But I think I'm about to definitely change that and start holding my trades, because I definitely just got in a random area right here. Price might come back down right here and retest and continue up. So my stop loss is at entry on this one, and it looks like I am about to get stopped out. If I do, we'll just look for another entry. All right, back to EU. It is looking like a break and retest. Gonna wait for more confirmation on that. I'm gonna mark this too. Got way too many touches right here not to mark it. Yep. All right, let's go down to the hourly. got a trend line right here. Now, what I would expect, since the dollar is selling so far from what we have, wait for a break and a retest and continue buy. So I see I can put a fib on here because I do have a point A and a point B price retraced. So let's see what we got for the fib, because we got our double bottom is our buy. Point A to point B. So I would, price just about touched our TP1. I need to do that sometimes. Come close and not hit it. I would expect for price to come up here to the 618. This is normally the reversal area. 76 pips. So we'll wait for this. This was an hourly. Did not change the color. I believe this was an hourly too. Let me see. Here's our daily candle. So today's May 23rd. EU has bought up 62 pips already since opening. Yesterday, opening was lit. I mean, everything was moving. Everything. Yep, but I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait for a price to break this area. I'm gonna leave that right there. So currently, I do want to see a buy on EU. AU is looking lovely. I didn't do a full markup on this either. I just threw the fib on here because I saw it. And I am not in this position. This is what I wanted to see. It is playing out. But I'm going to clear this. And do a full analysis. Okay. We are on the monthly for AU. I am going to mark this recent low. So we are currently, this is a very little movement since November 2020. I mean, it's a lot, but it just looks like a little. I know it's a lot. It's in a 760 pip range. It's really not that much, especially for months. I am going to mark May's low, and I'm actually going, okay, change my color. Okay, and I am going to mark March 20th low just because we are here at September, November lows, and it went down, came back up. It might be on the verge of breaking this. So I'm going to mark down, I'm going to mark that low. Don't have a trend line. Go back and mark the high. I'm going to mark my high right here. Straighten this line up. So we got all these candles right here where price tried to push up, push up, push up, but they all closed below. And price didn't quite make it over here. Let me see. Where do I want to put it? Okay, I'm gonna put it right there. This is our range. This goes all the way back from June 2021. This is where we are right now. And this definitely 842 pips. This was definitely a break and a retest and a drop. We're gonna come back up. Let's see. It's not much to mark. I can't really mark this right here is a zone. Okay, so I'm gonna mark right here because we did have some stuttering, and then we had a candle come and reject price right here. Okay. So price struggled right here. It came down and it did come up. Retested it right here. It tried to come below, but the candle closed above. And then it came, broke, and retested here. So I'm gonna mark that zone right there. And we got this tiny trend line. But we're going to take what it gives us. Bam, right there. Oh, I am gonna come a little closer to the candle just so I can get this touch right here. Full body candle close below. What are we on the daily? So we could see another rejection and fall. Let's see, what do we have on the daily? Okay. I'll mark it. I was looking at this. If I wanted to mark this as a zone on the daily, mark it right here. Alrighty, most recent with the 4 hour. This is our current candle. And it looks like price, let's see what time. We got an hour until this candle closes. We see this close below. And technically, if we still got the dollar, let's see. What's the dollar doing? Still want to see the dollar fall. Then that means I do want to see this break and retest and come up here to this zone. I'm gonna mark it. Got a lot of consolidation right here, so I'm actually going to delete this one because I got this one off of the daily from 2021, this is January 22. Well, I guess it's relevant. January 22 lows. That's only a couple months, but this is our most recent. So I'm going to keep this one. This is our most recent. Price didn't really, it broke through and it came back and retested this area. So price really ain't thinking about this one right now. I'm going to delete that one. And I'm going to add this one, this 4 hour zone in, because we can clearly see price broke this zone, came back up, retested, broke this zone, retested, touched this zone, retested this again, and it looks like we broke and retested there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this zone. Like to keep the most relevant ones. I'm gonna keep that trend line. I like to put my fibs on the 1 hour. I actually enter my trades on the 1 hour also. I don't go below the 1 hour, as you can see. Okay. So current price right here looks like we broke and we retested. I would like to see an engulfing candle. A nice move away. All right. So put my fib back on here. So we had a point A and a point B right here for this fib. And I do believe this fib had already completed. There, it did. And I see a trend line that I did not draw. Let's put that in real quick. I hate when I do that. It gets behind this little section right here. You can't do anything. Okay, delete this. Move this some. All right, draw the trend line. Bottom. There we go. All right, so we have point A, B, C, D. Got to the 618, reversed some, and kept going. So now this would be my point A. This pullback right here. So so to not confuse anything, I'm going to delete this fib because now my most relevant fib would start from this pullback, which was my point C, and it's now my point A. So point A, and this is my B. C came down to the 50 and touched this trend line. D, we so close. This move is almost done. Don't even want to touch this. So we'll wait for this move to finish. And we also have a zone right here. This is why you gotta zoom out. Yep. So now we don't know if it's gonna reverse, come back down, hit that. I'm gonna draw this too. Forex is definitely a waiting game. So I missed a lot of these moves. And we're just gonna wait for the next one. This is almost done. This is finito, finished, complete. But we got the chart marked up. Wait for the next one. Let's see what's going on with GU. Stagnant. I was just looking, trying to see how many of these I did not mark up. Got a couple more markups to go. Still consolidation. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See, don't let these breakouts fool you. You mess around and enter right here. You thought it was gonna continue. Turn right back around. All right. Got a lot of consolidation. I put this here because I wanted this to, since we got this engulfing candle, to come back and fill this 50%. But I am going to delete that. Let's see. Where are we on the fib? All right, we'll just finish with AU. We got some beautiful moves. locating. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. I had to reposition, get to a more comfortable space. All right, so we got AU done. USD CAD. This is another one I just threw a fib on. So according to this, see how it came down to this 618 reverse. We might get a double bottom and the dollar might be turning around. All right, let's get a full markup on this. All right, we are currently near June 2021 lows. Trying to see. That's a nice trend line. That is a monthly trend line right there. Okay. And I am going to mark December 21 lows for my low. Let me see. So we got a low here in March. Let's mark March right here at the wick. And I am going to mark, this is current May high. Going to mark this area right here. Look like we are breaking below some weekly highs. So I'm gonna mark on the weekly. What we got? What we got on the daily? Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna mark this area right here as most recent, and here. Okay. Got two touches right there. That's our daily. And here. Let's see, a 4-hour trend line. That's a nice W pattern right there. I like when they're like really clear to see like that. Like it tested, retested. Shut up, that was beautiful. I don't think I see another one on the 4-hour that I can draw. This looks good right there. So this is what is relevant right now. I do see where I can put the fib. Got our high. Got A, B, C. Looks like it probably finished. Let's see. A, B, yep. And that is why we are playing around right here at this 618. Price might come back up here and then fall to here. I would sacrifice all of these pips from here to here. Nope, I would not. So if I get a nice engulfing candle, I would get in and take it to the trend line. Trail my stop loss because it could fall or it could break and retest and continue higher because the 618 is reversal area, but it already hit right here and reversed. So at this point, it's just a waiting game. I know y'all hear 1,000 times from everybody. Forex is patience, 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 patience. Patience pays. I don't know if you can hear me swallowing because it's so quiet. I am drinking green tea, trying to wake up. Um, all right. So that's USD CAD right now. We do have a beautiful downtrend. We got our high, we got our low, got our lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Would like to see another lower low to continue on. Right now, we're just waiting. But let's see. Our daily candle, what has happened on USD CAD for today so far? And see, this looks like it's stagnant on a daily in this area. So far, smooth 69 pips. Sunday was not playing. Yesterday market open. It was not playing. Price moved. It really did. What we got? 38 minutes before this candle closes. This candle ain't telling us nothing. I don't see any patterns. Yeah. So we just wait. I'll wait when it's zoomed out like that. All right, what's next? NZD USD. It has reached the 618. Let's do a full markup. Let's see what's going on. I am going to mark March 2020 low. And February 21st highs, February 2021 high. I'm anal about straight lines. And then I'm gonna mark May low, just because it's like, look at this candle. It's almost the end of the month, and it really pulled back. And then I'm gonna mark April's high. That's my monthly range right there. Okay. Well, I think we got a trend line. Yep. I mean, that rejection, that rejection, that rejection. Okay, let's see. Weekly. This was a significant turnaround right here, and it was stagnant back here, 2020, and this is January, so yeah, that's recent. We're going to mark this. Yep, and then see rejected right there. What we got? Weekly. I'm gonna mark this. I'm gonna mark it right here. Daily, daily. All right, I'm debating if I want to put it here, the bottom of these two, or at the top of these two. So, let's see. Or do I want to do both? Let's just do both. Let's just do both. Because I mean, just look at it. Look at it. It looks like both of these look significant. I'm going to keep that. And I'm also going to mark this right here. I mean, I'd rather have an area marked and price, just trades through it versus not having it marked. And then we get to the section and price is playing around and I'm like, what's going on? And then I go back and look and it's like, oh, because I didn't mark it. So I'd rather have it marked. I'm gonna bring this monthly line down. It's more accurate to the top right there. There we go. Is this a trend line? It looks like it. Here. 1, 2. Looks like we are breaking through that because our dollar yet again is falling. Why don't I have this marked? Why don't I have this marked? 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Price just there we go. This is today's candle. I mean, yesterday, I'm gonna stop sleeping on Sundays. We're gonna mark up on Sundays. So we're gonna have Sunday markups. I don't know what time. I'll figure out the time. 70 pips, like USD. I'm gonna go back up here to the DXY. This is today. Look at that. Mm-mm-mm. That is just beautiful. And for the daily fib, it's definitely, the dollar's definitely still an uptrend. It's just on a pullback. We're almost, yeah. The 618 on the hourly lines up with the 382 on the daily. So it could be done with this pullback and finish the buy, but of course we know it can pull back to the 50, it can pull back to the 618, or it could pull back to the 786. So where this pullback is going to go, we don't know, but it is looking lovely. Yeah, because this was our A, this is our B. I am actually going to hide this daily. Hmm, can I hide this daily fib? Mm-mm-mm. Someone, I saw somewhere on YouTube where someone said you could hide fibs. I don't want to hide my drawings. I am just going to take a picture. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Add this to my chart gallery. If you don't have a chart gallery, start you one, okay? I take pictures just to keep myself up to date. So, like, I don't want to keep this fib on because when I come down to the 1 hour, because this is what I mainly trade off of, now I got all these extra lines. And, like, these other lines are enough. My support resistance zones, trend lines are enough. I don't need this extra fib going on. So I'm gonna remove it just because I know what's going on. I got this as a 1 hour zone, but this looking like it need to be a daily zone. Cause it came right here and rejected it. I'm gonna change this to a daily. Yeah. So was that the 382 on the daily fib? Hold on, I'm gonna put it back up. Close. But look at that. Look at that. That's at our daily zone. We're past this 2-7. Like, I definitely think it's gonna come down here to the 618. We just gotta get some more momentum. We don't have any major news this week, so who knows how price is gonna go, if we're gonna get any heavy pushes, major moves. You know how it can be. It could stall like this. All right, what was I on? I think was I on NU? USD CAD. We got 25 minutes. That is looking like a pin bar. It would be nice to trade that up to here. Look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm going to delete this because I was up 30 pips. I'm up 20 pips. I'm going to close it. Even though I still do think it's going to come up here, but I think I can get a better position because I do think it might come back down here, retest this trend line to come back up. But it's a waiting game. Look at this. Look at this. UJ still playing around. I would like to see a break and retest to trade up to this area because where were we on this fib? It still had a little more to go, but it could come up, test this, and then continue this drop. So with the fib, I always try to get in on the retrace. I'm trying to get better with recognizing when the trend is changing so I can get a position up here or here and then catch this. Try not to counter trend trade, but this was a whole week for 223 pips, so like, why not? But definitely, when you get this, I definitely, this is the positions that I really, really like, and get this and catch it down. So TP1 would be at the 0. So definitely hit TP1 in 3 days, 225 pips. And then TP2 would be 27. And then just depends on if we could get TP3. Hold on, I gotta do that again. And TP3, 450 pips. Just depends on what price is doing, but most likely it comes down here and it reverses. But sometimes it only gets to TP2. But right now, as you can see, we're playing around in this area. And we got a double bottom here. So, and then as we saw on the dollar, on the daily, it was close to the 3882 zone. I can go back. Let's go back in. Go back to the daily. I'm going to delete this one because I can put it back. Oh, wait. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. That's a daily support and resistance zone. So, yeah, price is going to play around right here for a little while just because it's a daily zone. But, like I was saying, this daily fib is almost at the 382. So the dollar, and it doesn't have to like come and fully touch to decide that it wants to turn around. And with this being a daily zone, price touched here once. So what we got, it broke, it retested, it shot up. It could play around right here or it could shoot back up. or we could see it break and retest and come down a little further. But it doesn't have to fully touch the 382. So all I know is I'm watching, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. All right, so you guys, I'm gonna end this stream at 5 o'clock just because I work out at 6. But I will be back on at 9 a.m. for London session just for an hour. And so we can try to catch something on US 30 and then see what the market is doing. And then, so I will be streaming Monday through Friday, 3 to 5, 9 to 10, maybe 9 to 11. Just we'll see what the market is doing. And then I may have pop-up streams like when I get in a position. If I don't get a position, get in a position here on live. Like right now, we're just waiting. But follow me on Instagram at Sierra, SIERRA underscore trades, TRADES underscore. It is the same as my YouTube. All right, so yep. So this is what we're waiting on. We're waiting for ooh, the dollar to rocket. Now, what I do, I use LMFX as a broker. So I trade all USD pairs, and I can trade the dollar as well. So this is shmoney, guys. Shmonies. um, I will be signing up for Mint funding, and I'm going to do that challenge with you guys, and it will start on June the 13th. I do trade news, so that's why I picked Mint funding, because FTMO doesn't allow you to trade news. And like I said, I'm probably going to start holding my positions past Friday because I was making sure all of my positions were closed on market close on Friday, but the market does what it does, and I like to be there for it. And so, like, even though I did get 150 pips, yesterday the market opened, it gave out, what is this, 50 more pips? That's 200 pips, so I would like to catch that. Not being greedy. All right. USD CAD. 16 minutes. I don't think I got everything marked up. I'm probably not going to get everything marked up. Is in you? Yes, it is. I gotta put my fit back on there. That's what we was looking at. Okay. So yeah, NU had completed. Set that 618. Could stretch and go to this zone. The consolidation. How long have we been in this? 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. So this is why I trade so many pairs. Because they're not all going to be consolidating at the same time. They're not. But when they do, they do. You know, what can you do? And so normally I get out at the 618. I like to trade the fib, like I said. It's ideal to get a position here and here. Sometimes I don't always get one here, so I just wait for this. When you see this setting up though, baby, we on go. We on go. Hold on. And that was a double top. As y'all can see. Got a double top. And got that engulfing. And you can enter right here or up here. $143 pips, 19 hours, like that. The market decided they wanted to keep moving. So sometimes that's what they say, let your runners run, but that was another 132 pips. So, and then it all depends on like what day was this? May 18th. That was last week, Wednesday. There could have been major news. So like you just gotta know when to hold and when to fold, right? Like on CPI, on it's always like the second Wednesday. Hold, baby, hold, 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 hold. So like let's see, the 11th. The 11th. It started here, shot up, came back down, but that was a double bottom. Took a day, but 171 pips. All right, where were we? USD ZAR. So this is a new pair that I am trading. I've never placed a position on USD ZAR, but I like how it looks. It respects the fibs, like, and it's also a USD pair, so why not, right? So I'm going to delete this, but this was definitely came to the 382 reverse. That was some nice pippage. I just placed this position just because I was going to keep an eye on it. Still am. I don't know how to calculate these pips. It says 2,663. And it could be like in DC's where you just take it down and be 263. But when I place a position and I can divide it by my lot size to know how many pips it was. Well, let's see. I think we got about 10 more minutes. Let's get this marked up. And then the others, how many more do I have? One, two, I think I already have gold marked up. Let's look at gold real quick because I definitely think I already marked it up. Gold came to that 618. And it looks like it's closing below this trend channel, this trend line, and we do have a channel. I would like to see it come back down and test this. That would be beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Even though it broke. It played around on this trend line for a little while, went up, retested it, shot up, and the move is just about complete. Let's see. Move that to there. Yeah. Hit that 618 reverse. We got how many more minutes to this candle closes? Here it is. 10 minutes. Like I said, that dollar is near the 382. It doesn't have to always hit it perfectly. But on that daily, it's at a daily zone. and the daily fib was almost at the 382. So we could see USD buy, and then that would make the base. So the base will be gold, quote USD. So if USD buy, or maybe these other ones are gonna sell, and with that being at that 382, that's some pips. That's some pips. That's some pips. But we don't know. We don't know. Let's see. So I did have that marked up. So I still have to mark, is GJ marked up? Looks like it. Mm-hmm. 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 Look at GJ. Look at GJ. GJ looks like it's going to fall. I got too many fibs on here. Alright, let's see. We got our A, our B, came up to the 50, down to TP1, trend line, reversed. It could drop back down to this 618. And then that would be in line with USD buying because GBP pairs, well, not GBP pairs, but GU. Well, I guess it would be GBP pairs because GBP would fall if that dollar buys. Let's see. Do I want to wait? That's 100 pips. Nope. That's a nice rejection. If we get another sell candle, I'm going to get in that. I'm going to trail it because it could come, hit this. It could ping back and forth. I'm like, is this my 4-hour fib or my hourly fib? Because it looks the same. Okay. I can use the same fib. Yep. So technically, right? Let's see. Price. So I marked this up because price broke structure right here. Okay. So let's remove this. Okay. So we got our high, low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Technically broke structure right here, but did not hold. It played around. Got some equal lows right here, and then we got a higher low because it's not below this low. We played around. Now we have a lower low, right? So this is our most recent lower low. Now we got a lower high. We got a higher low, and now we have a higher high, right? So right here at our lower low, it broke structure, and it came back and it tested structure, and it broke. So technically, I can do a fib here. Even though we don't have a higher high right here and we have equal lows right here. So you haven't given us another lower low or a higher high. But I can put a fib right here. Point A, B, came down to the 618. And it has not come up to TP1. And sometimes this is where I get a little caught up at because no, we're not gonna do that because with GJ we got a significant retrace. So A, B, C, it needs to come up to TP1, which would give us another equal high. So with GJ, let's see. Just because we have this trend line and it is in this channel, I would want to see it continue to sell. But if it breaks and retests, I'm gonna get in, take that buy. We got 3 minutes so this closes, right? And to be honest, check this trend line. Gotta check these lines, y'all. All right, let's see. We might have something. All right, trend line's good right here. Touch, touch, touch. So it came, touched, retested, dropped. Good. Let's check this next touch. Double top, drop. This is where we are right now. It closed below. It gave us an engulfing, and it filled 50% of this engulfing. So I'll take my GAN box. Ooh, filled 50% perfectly. Perfectly. Change this color. That's beautiful. So now I am actually going to trade this. As a sell. Get in right here just because that's where price is. Put my stop loss a little bit above this high. That's 43 pips. Now, TP1 would be right here. It's 135 pips. Ultimately, I would love to to see it come all the way down there. 600 something pips. But we're going to take what we can get right now. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to take it to the 200 just because price likes to, so like it did right here, break, retest. I use the 200 as a floating support and resistance. You see how it broke 200, retested, shot up. It could come back down and retest this 200. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to do that. It's now 5 o'clock. So 43 pips for 121 pips. That is a 1 to 2, which is a pretty good trade. My entry was 160.339. Stop loss is 160.791. Alrighty. Gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna post this on IG. And when I come back for New York session, I will update y'all, let y'all know where that is going. And my GU position, because I was talking, I did not close it. Glad I didn't, because I am up 35 pips. I'm gonna hold it because ultimately I want to see my TP2 hit. Which I don't know why this is so off all of a sudden. Yeah. And GJ is now in profit. Well, it's toggling. But ultimately, I do want to see it come down and hit this trend line. All right. Well, that concludes my first live. Yay. If you have any feedback, let me know. Just put it in the comments. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys at 9 o'clock for London session. Later.